including a pistol. So that's why I have that. Then above that, I have the gun I've been waiting on to call this SHTF Arsenal Complete, and this is my DPMS 5.56/223. This is chambered for 5.56. AR-15, 3 mags right now, and not actually shot it yet, so I will. Obviously have no optic on top of it. I will need to get a red dot for it. They get a cheaper one to start off with. Eventually I'd like to get a Tragicon without needing the batteries. If money were no object, I'd trick it out with everything and have, you know, one of those night vision scopes that you can slide off on it. But for right now, this is going to have to do. So a lot of people gave me grief for why didn't you get a Colt, why didn't you get this type of gun, a Bushmaster or Armalite or whatever. And to be honest, I didn't want to spend $1,500 on an AR. Not right now. So I spent about $500 on this, $550. I think it's not a piece of shit. I think it's a fine gun. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I'm going to learn to shoot it, and we'll see how it goes. It did come with, I think, modified Hogue grips on it, and some other features. So heavy barrel, swivel clips. So AR-15, I'll let you know how it shoots on a later review. Then, of course, who I called the big bad mamma jamma here, 308 with my tripod attached to it, or bipod rather, not a tripod, attached to it. This is a Remington 308 with a 50 sized optic on it from Redfield. This gun, this is a special one I got. It's the Mil-Spec 10th Anniversary Edition stainless steel receiver. This gun shoots beautifully. I mean, I can put a very small pattern in a target at a long range with this thing. It's awesome. It's the best aiming gun I have in this whole collection. It's awesome. So anyway, you need a long-range weapon, and like I guess I forgot to explain why you need an AR. Not that it should need explanation, but you need a battle rifle that you're gonna be able to fire a lot of rounds through. And if you don't have one, you're gonna wish you had one. So that's why you have that. But you also need something to shoot long range accurately, and preferably a high caliber like this, 30-30, 30-06. 308, one of those type of rounds. So that's why I have that. Then moving up to my Mosin Nagant 7.62 by 5.4 Russian. Cheap gun. It cost me $100. Shoots awesome. I really should have a whole barrel, a crate full of these. About 10 of these you can hand out to your friends. You can hold up pretty well with about 10 of those. But like shooting it, ammo is not extremely common, but it will make a hole in something. So I think this is a good SHTF gun to have several of these really. Very reliable, holds up very well. Get one. Lastly, of course, I have my Riot shotgun. Has a buckshot in it, double-aught buckshot. Tricked out with a bandolier and a side saddle or buttstock. This is a Mossberg 500A pump. Now, you need a shotgun, home defense. You can try to shoot game with it. I have my video where I explain what the problems are with maybe trying to do that. You might need another shotgun that was better for bird type shooting, if you want to use those other type of rounds. Or you need some choke tubes associated with your shotgun. I don't have those right now, so I'll have to get them or get another shotgun. What am I missing? What would I like to add to this collection? Probably a 38, very common round. Maybe, like I say, another shotgun that was more long game oriented, and maybe a 45 to add to the battle pistol type of stuff. Other than that, like I say, it's a good collection. got plenty of ammo now. Going to be working on food. Right now, good special if you haven't seen it. Emergency Essentials, June. 25% off Mountain House, number 10 cans. Some very good deals on that. I think it's a good deal, so you might want to check that out if you haven't looked at that already, but that's a good deal. So anyway, those are my SHTF weapons I have now. I've done reviews on most of these guns, but that's my collection now. I feel like it's complete. Other guns I get, I may add to this, I may do reviews, but this is kind of what I consider the basic set. You need guns that are going to do all those functions. Don't have to be these guns, but some guns that accomplish these functions. So, this is Western Kansas Prepper signing off. Say goodbye, Patches. Just to wrap up here, here's a little setup of all the calibers involved in the firearms we looked at. And one of those calibers is so small I had to balance it on one of the other ones, so it won't roll off of my book here. But so we start off with BB. That's a standard BB. Down to the 22 caliber bullet, and then to the 32 caliber. Again, not the ideal round here with the 32 caliber, but works with my concealed guns. And then this funny looking bullet here is actually, oops, this is a 9mm. Just kind of an odd looking one. This is the Hornady critical defense round. Kind of why it looks strange. It's got that expanding thing in the core. 40 Smith & Wesson. And then a 223 rifle round, followed by the 308 round, which can do some damage, of course, followed by the 7.62 by 5.4 Russian, which can do a massive amount of damage, and then, of course, the double-aught buckshot, which you don't want to be standing in front of. So, those are all, I think, good calibers. The calibers I'm missing, of course, are 38, 45, possibly 30-06. But again, those are to me options. I could take my 40 caliber out. Whoops, I'm knocking these over, and replace that with a 45. I'd still be happy. Take the 32 out, of course, replace it with a 380. I'd be happy. Take the the 308 out, replace that with a 30-06 or a 30-30. That'd be fine. Or, replace this 7.62 by 5.4 with a 30-06 or something. That'd be fine too. An M1 Garand, instead of my Mosin Nagant, that'd be fine. But in general, that's a good set of calibers, I think, to have. Like I say, you can nitpick one or two of them, but I think in general that's the type of calibers you want. So, Western Kansas Prepper here, signing off.